What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we're going to be discussing the Platinum Bull Run, okay? What's going to drive it, when it's going to happen, things of that nature. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, everyone, so the Platinum Bull Run, okay? Is there going to be a bull run? When's it going to happen? I've been waiting my whole life, yada, yada, yada. Everybody is wondering if Platinum is ever going to move. Now, I've heard a lot of comments, and I've seen a lot of comments on my videos and on other videos and other channels and things like that about Platinum's worthless, it's going nowhere, I sold all mine, my dealer only gave me yada, 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 this much, and this, that, and the other, okay? So I get it. I get the strain that Platinum puts on a stacker's mind, right? They see gold go above 2,000 an ounce. They say, oh, gold's finally broken, all-time high, but yada, 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 I should have, I would have, I could have, all that good stuff, right? So I get it, right? Platinum can get boring and kind of tiresome at times when you just watch it sit below $1,000 an ounce for so long. But is there going to be a bull run anytime soon, right? Is there even going to be a bull run at all on this metal? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say one way or another, or I can't advise you one way or another. However, a lot of people are thinking that it is a possibility. And realistically, at the end of the day, it always is a possibility. With any type of investment, there can be a bull run. I don't care if it's making crayons in a foreign country, right? There can be a bull run. There could be just some random thing. If we learned anything from the year 20, it's that there can be a bull run, okay? There can be a bull run on toilet paper. There can be a bull run on hand sanitizer. There can be a bull run on pens and pencils, anything, right? All it takes is something to disrupt the supply chain for there to be an, oh my gosh, we need to go out and we need to get this right now because there's not going to be any more ever again, right? And so when that occurs, like we saw in previous recent history, it's that after the shortages kind of settle themselves out and things start to come back to normal, the price can go down. So bull runs are nice for getting out or making a little bit of profit, right? I would never suggest someone sell their entire stack during a bull run unless that's just what you want to do. However, bull runs can be a nice opportunity to make a little bit extra cash that you can then use once the bull run fizzles out and things start to settle down and the price starts to normalize and become a little bit more reasonable, right? Because supply has caught up with demand, right? Simple economics, supply and demand. Not enough supply, way high demand, prices through the roof. Not enough supply, not enough demand, things get interesting, right? But platinum is an industrial metal, so there's a lot of industries that need this metal. So there will always be demand for it. It's just supply is what is keeping it up or down. And some people get into the conspiracy side of things, and that gets a little interesting, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're wrong, I'm not saying they're right, but it does get a little interesting. But if we're looking at simple economics of supply and demand, when's the bull run on platinum going to happen? Well, no one can say for sure. Just like no one could say silver and gold, right? You'll see these channels all day long, buy silver now, there's not going to be enough, it's going to be a shortage, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm not going to be one of those guys, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You might be sitting on platinum for a long time, right? Y'all know my opinion. I stack platinum for the long haul. However, it could be a very long haul. But I've got enough years left on my life, hopefully, Lord willing, that I could probably see some of that potential at some point in the future, right? But one thing we got to remember, y'all, is these metals, these are long-term investments. These are stack and holds. These are not get-rich-quick things, right? I don't care how many YouTube videos you've seen about you need to do this now because it's coming, blah, 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 blah. It may not, right? And so you can't bank on that. You can't bank on a YouTuber's advice. You can't bank on my advice. You can't bank on anybody's advice, as far as I'm concerned. So with that being said, I can't give a definite answer as to when the bull run's going to happen. We can look at history on all of the precious metals in the world, and we can see that there have been bull runs at different times and different points in history with all the metals, right? Palladium's just coming off a bull run, right? You should have got out at 3,000 an ounce. You'd be sitting real pretty right now if you had flipped it to platinum, right? If you had a big stack of palladium eagles or something and you flipped it to platinum, you'd be sitting real pretty right now because palladium's way down. You could even flip it back and get all your palladium back and still have twice as much platinum. It's insane, right? So palladium's bull run has come and go. Now gold has reached all-time highs multiple times within the past, half a decade, right? So there's been multiple little bull runs, sort of, so to speak, smaller bull runs, but bull runs nonetheless on gold, right? So those that are wise and got out above 2,000 and then bought below 2,000 and then above 2,000 and just worked the markets to their advantage were able to probably secure a nice little profit. Silver as well has seen bull runs in the past, reaching dang near $50 an ounce or more. And so we've seen that with silver. Silver is currently above $20 an ounce, and for a long time in my early stacking days, we just wanted to reach 20, and now we can't reach below 20, right? So I wouldn't really call that a bull run. I think that 100%, in my opinion, and my opinion alone, is inflation working its way into the precious metals. So I don't know how we see below 20 on silver again, possibly, but I just don't think so. So I wouldn't really call that a bull run, but the $50 an ounce spot price and the run on the market back in the 80s that occurred before my stacking time, both of those were very much bull runs. They were like, oh my gosh, silver, it's going to the moon, the world's running out, we need to go get some, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You know the rest, okay? So with that being said, what about platinum, right? Platinum had a bull run back in, I can't remember the exact year, but it reached over $2,000 an ounce. And everyone was like, whoa, this is the most valuable metal in the world. In fact, U.S. Mint still to this day places the highest denomination value on its platinum eagles. Now, it doesn't make any 1/10 ounces anymore, but $10 for 1/10 ounce is pretty high valuation or price point, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. So even the U.S. Mint at one point was like, platinum's the most valuable metal. And platinum is usually the top tier of any given category of any given anything, right? Now, we know platinum's been half the price of gold for quite some time, okay? So it hasn't had its time to shine. But is there going to be a bull run, and is it going to be soon? Again, I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't know. However, I'm going to be prepared in the meantime because I know it's going to happen because it's happened with every metal. And it's bound to happen at some point. I will give you that, okay? That is my opinion still, but it's a very strong opinion backed by history and just how markets move and things like that. So there's going to be a bull run at some point, somehow, some way with platinum. And you are going to want to be prepared for it, okay? I'm not saying go out, take a mortgage on your house, and stack platinum to the moon. It's not what I'm saying. But just get a little bit like me. Y'all know I have been stacking little by little. Y'all have seen the 1/10 ounces come in like clockwork on this channel. And at some point, I'm just going to have 1 billion 10-ounce platinum coins. But I'd rather have that than nothing at all when the bull run comes. Because if I can buy these things at $120 to $130 a coin right now, and they end up being double that at $250 to $60, I'll be able to move them into another asset of mine or hold on to them. I'll probably do a little bit of both, but I'll be prepared and I'll be ready. And people will be saying, oh man, I wish I got in even just a little bit, right? So you want to be prepared for the bull run. Nobody really knows when it's going to happen. A lot of people are expecting it to happen soon. However, I wouldn't bank on a lot of people's opinions, if you catch my drift. So, with all that being said, I appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out the video today. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. When's the bull run going to happen? What's your opinion on that? I want to know it down below. Even if you don't think it's going to happen at all and this is a waste of a metal, let me know that as well. So, with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.